So hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. It's time for episode 11 already. Got high hopes for this one, given the fact it's 11/11. What I like about this part of the season already is you just don't know what's going to happen. The last two episodes have been absolutely stellar and pretty unpredictable, so who knows? Anything could happen. Quick reminder before we start that I have a Patreon where I post a more extended version of this reaction, and there's a whole bunch of other reactions as well. There's 2 uploads a day. I do a mixture of like old shows like The X-Files, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, all that kind of stuff, with some newer ones like I recently started Pam and Tommy and All of Us Are Dead, mixed in with some kind of medium released shows like Teen Wolf, Once Upon a Time, Riverdale, all that stuff. So the link to that's down below if you want to check it out, and the link to my Twitter and Instagram is also in the little box. Given the fact I've done this intro like a million times, you think I'd be better at it, but no, my mind still goes blankety blank every time. Okay.
I'm really proud of you.
Dude, I'm proud of him too. He's really made like a proper life here.
I was thinking about you yesterday while I was getting my knife sharpened.
Should I be alarmed?
His flirting still leaves room for improvement.
A friend of mine was decided a particular cutler also happens to be a key cutter.
Oh, is he going to give her a key to his place? Oh my god.
I love you.
Oh. She's like, and I love spending time with you. Mr. I am not a scientist found a way to make the apocalypse work for him.
I'm serious. When a woman tells you that she loves you, believe her.
Ah, oh, bless him. Look at him with his 2 little ice creams in his hand. Oh my god, he's so adorable. She stood him up after getting a key. His little hands must be all sticky from holding them ice creams all day long. Oh, she's having some serious cold feet.
He wouldn't risk getting kicked out of Commonwealth for no reason. Something worth confronting her in public over. But instead, you want to paraphrase what Governor Milton said in her press release.
Ah, so now they're monitoring and cleaning up the media? Shocker. As if we didn't have a million reasons to distrust them.
You mind?
Yes, I do mind. You don't understand. He presented her with a key and now she just evaporated. She's like, you're the sexy pumpkin trooper. What was that fucking Ted Claire about, man? So she's still kissing up to this absolute butthole to try and move Zeke up on the surgery list.
You still see this as your people and my people.
Yeah.
I want you to see how this place works because I want you to be a part of it.
Oh, thank you, but no.
We're smugglers. But it's not what you think. They need us and we need them. Talked them in the process of this last batch. Best I could do.
I'm sorry, I just can't be afraid of a guy in a fisherman hat. It just always reminds me of Paddington Bear. I'm like, aren't you cute in your little hat? Look at you. Is he just supposed to be like a good guy caught up in a bad situation? Because that's what I'm getting. But he does have a very scary, angry face when he wants to.
Well, can you let me in? I brought lasagna.
How can you not love her? I do miss her outfit though. I miss her little furry jacket with the goggles. She seems to be adapting very quick to life here.
Until a chance encounter put me on the trail.
Ah, dude, that's a... You're peeing on her missing posters. That's so counterproductive. That's the same bald man that came out of her apartment.
Sir.
Oh my god, Baldy knows something.
Sir. 3 days ago you were seen at 7 in the p.m.
Eugene has some elephant-sized balls. He's confronting this tall bald man in the middle of the night while he's drunk.
I got called in to fix a clogged sink.
Whose sink?
You sincerely apologize for having trouble with you. If there's a better time in which we could talk, identifying uniform or carrying any.
Man, this is like a big old game of whodunit. You got Eugene trying to track down his missing missus. Connie and Kelly are on the case of the man that had a bit of a breakdown at the party.
Is co-conspirator number 2, aka Beanie Hat Man, showed up to Stephanie's apartment with the team.
Did he draw these himself? I'm calling it. Eugene is just overreacting and it turns out she's not actually missing.
Any evidence she may have gathered, and now silencing her is the last step.
I feel really bad for him. He's getting a bit too into this. He's like one bad day away from having an imaginary phone call with her soul. And these soldiers aren't particularly great at what they do. How the fuck did they survive this long? Okay. Alright, that's how they survived this long. You got Captain Badass over here.
What is he being charged with? Does that have anything to do with the fact that the woman he took hostage was your sister?
I was wondering when you were going to figure that out.
What?
And he wound up feeling like the military was being manipulated by the politicians. If I was you, I would be really interested in who I was risking my life for.
I might wonder why I'm out here digging for answers that we both know will never see the light of day.
Made a promise to myself in those early days back when we thought this would all blow over in a few weeks that if I lived through this, I'd pursue my dream of becoming a science fiction author. And she told me, right now is all we've got.
Stop, that's hitting a bit too close to home.
I don't want to get in trouble, Eugene. I got a little job. I got a little bed. I might get a little cat.
Keep cracking this whole thing wide open. I just know it.
Okay, but like while you're playing Sherlock and Watson, she might lose everything. I mean, he might too, but he doesn't seem to care.
Robbing them. One of the lieutenants. He's pocketing the money that you give him for raises, and he didn't need to be quiet about it.
You mother puss bucket!
And these shows will really do everything to avoid saying the word fuck, huh? Okay, maybe Bald Plumber Man isn't a plumber.
Hey, there they are, that's them.
Okay, so what, the fucking head of the neighbourhood watch sold us out?
Who was in M33 and the soldiers that were with him.
There's no one in M33.
Yes, exactly. That's why I'm asking you, where the fuck did he go? He just punched a hole in the wall.
Sorry.
Okay.
Exactly who he says he is. He's a plumber at Ruby's.
Okay, but he could have a little
He's
side
been a
job
little
going on.
lazy with the paperwork, but you were wrong about Calhoun. You need to accept that. Because if you don't, I'm not going to be able to help.
Just sign whatever you gotta sign, get back out there and get back to it. Yeah, I was emotionally upset, whatever.
None of this is happening. Stephanie broke up with you. Wait, you got Stephanie's work transfer order. Moving guys came and took her furniture. Maybe it's not that complicated.
That's shit though, to pack up and move house in the middle of the night just to avoid your partner. You live in a tiny community, where could she move that you wouldn't see her accidentally in the streets someday?
The day my dad had enough, I thought that it was because I smoked his cigarettes. You know, you could think you know someone, find out you never even met them.
I'm going to hear for this partnership, the two of them together, their energies bounce off each other so nicely.
I'm privy to one piece of data that you are not.
Well, it was just a theory.
Breakups are never easy, but come on, you at least owe to let the other person know that you're breaking up with them. I'm glad that we're finally getting to see more of the two of them together, because honestly, they're one of my favourite additions to the show in more recent seasons. What is it, a list of names? I'm getting nervous though. Connie and Kelly, they're snooping around and they're pushing a bit too much, and I don't trust any of these people. I've made that clear since the get-go. She really didn't see this whole ass Indiana Jones looking motherfucker standing in the darkness. Alright, now he just looks like a disgruntled hairdresser that's about to your hair with some water before the big chop. It's Beanie Hat Man! Oh.
Told you I heard something.
What? Motherfucker, we thought you were dead or kidnapped or moving away. And she doesn't even wear glasses. Is there anything she didn't lie about?
Because Occam's razor should have led me to this conclusion before a well-placed kick to the belly ever did.
She an undercover agent? You split off my friends one at a time, thinking I'd break, but I didn't break.
It's the most elaborate game of catfish I've ever fucking seen. I'll give her points for that.
Read my book. No need to continue the ruse.
Dude, you need to take some deep breaths or you're gonna burst some blood vessels in your skull.
Make absolutely certain that everybody knows.
No, don't threaten him. He's gonna fucking kill you. No one knows you're here. He'll fucking kill you.
Just like you and your friends lied through your teeth to get inside these walls.
Don't make this about us. This is a you problem, horny bee.
I fell in love and everything I know about her is a fiction.
I knew it was too good to be true. Oh, my heart aches for
At
him.
least you can stop now, right?
I'd go a bit feral if I was Eugene. I'd start biting your man's ankles to try and drag him down the fucking stairs.
I still think it worked out in everyone's favor.
Not in fucking Eugene's, it didn't. Oh, babe, don't burn your book. He could have used that to become a best-selling author. And then when he passes her in the streets and she's like, Eugene, will you autograph my book? He could have been like,
Eugene, I need to talk to you.
Oh, so he's ex? Fuck you, he's already burnt your picture. He's moving on.
This is Blue Weevil to Taterbug, please. I'm the one you were talking to on the radio.
Wait, so he had half of a real relationship. What he had on the radio, his online relationship was real. But once he got here and moved in with a lady, she was the fake one? What? And that's it for this week's reaction. That episode was weird. I liked the kind of running along, following the two parallel stories of you, Connie and Kelly, going on their little quest, and then you had Eugene going on his. I liked it. It wasn't one of the stronger episodes so far in my opinion, but it was clear they're setting up like further storylines with all the all the tension, who done it, and everyone's a liar fuckery that was going on. So yeah, that's it for this week's reaction. Like I said at the start, link to my Patreon is down below, along with the links to my Twitter and Instagram and all that fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you all soon.